Okay, we're going to start going over the very first thing we did today. It's just the exercise where you're picking each string 4 times. So remember, the idea is make a quick movement when you go to strum the string. So you want to avoid setting your pick on the string and then going through. Just a quick movement there. So take your time with it. And so after you strum through, just kind of look where you put the pick and then get it ready, and then boom, go down there. So real slow, we'll go through this so you can hear how it should sound. And remember, this is going to take some time to get used to. It's not going to happen overnight. So yes, go ahead and watch the strings for right now, and just give yourself as much advantage as you can to helping you hit these strings the right way. So it should sound something like this. See how I have my pinky on the guitar like that? So I use that as an anchor finger. Kind of helps me when I'm playing stuff. Stuff like that. It kind of keeps my pick in like an appropriate distance between or against the strings here. So without it, it causes me to pick in a little bit different way, which isn't very suitable for doing things like that. So because you're playing just the single notes here on each string, obviously probably not that fast right away, but having that little anchor finger could be a helpful thing for you while you're getting used to where the pick goes. So that's something you can try if you'd like to. So make an adjustment here. Okay. So this was the exercise, kind of introducing reading tablature a bit more, and really just kind of climbing up some notes in the key of C, and then coming back down. Well, you can't see them. There we go. Now it looks the way I want it to. So you're just kind of climbing up some notes in the key of C. So basically, we're going from that open E, and we're just climbing up just E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and then coming back down F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. So, but the big thing to pay attention to here is the frets. Now what you're going to play. So remember, the 0 means you play that string with no frets, so it's open, and basically you just got to follow follow what string the numbers are written on. So what you can do is you can keep everything in one spot here, and I think you started to do that a little earlier today, but later at the end of the lesson, where you just kept your second, or you're using your second and third finger on the A and D string, which is fine. Like the first time you went up this, you went your first and third, and then you went first, second, but and then sometimes you went your second and third. So let's keep things simple. So how about for right now, when you go to a new string, go ahead and use your index finger to hit the lower fret. So unlike this E string, you got your open E, and then you got your first fret with your first finger, and then just use your ring finger for the third fret. And then when you go to the A string, open, and then first finger, second fret, second finger on the third fret. Go to the D string, open, first finger, second fret, middle finger on the 3rd fret, and then the same set of fingers going back down. So then you go in 3rd fret, your middle finger, 2nd fret with the index finger open string, then go down to the A string, middle finger on 3, index finger on 2, open, and then ring finger on 3, 1st finger on 1st fret, and then open. So I'm going to go through this all real slow here, and I'm going to say the fret numbers. So practice doing that too, saying the fret numbers, because saying it out loud when we hear ourselves say these things, it really helps emphasize what we're supposed to be doing, and it kind of makes things click a little easier. So here we go. I might sneeze in a second. I feel it like wanting to come on. Wait. Hey, there it goes. All right. Okay, so again, we'll say like open or 0 for the open strings, and then just the fret number. So try doing that when you're practicing this guy. So we got open, 1, 3, open, 2, 3, open, 2, 3, 3, 2, open, 3, 2, open, 3, 1, open. So just your goal with this is just get as comfortable as you can going up and down. So just run through it a few times each day. Same thing with exercise number 1. Just run through it a few times each day, bare minimum, and then run through number 2, the one on screen right now. Run through that a few times each day. You're always welcome to do more, but we'll get to the point you're going to have all kinds of material. So as long as you can run through them like at least 3 times a day, that would be a good start. More would always be better, but I also want to make sure you're not like burning yourself out too soon. So just gotta pace yourself. Don't want you to get sick of the exercises yet. So let me zoom in on this. Apparently I've got allergies kicking out. They were bugging me yesterday. Alright, so this one, make some adjustments here. Okay, so here, and this is a good thing to pay attention to, the chord names up here. So this is an E5 chord, A5, D5. We go back down to an A5 and an E5. So I'm just going to strum the chord itself. I'm not going to play the arpeggio stuff quite yet. So we start with the E5, and just use your index finger, your first finger, to hold down all the frets in this particular exercise. So we got the E5, the A5, we go up to the D5, coming back down to the A5, down to the E5. So that's the chord progression. So E5, A5, D5, A5, E5. So we have let ring on the tab here, and this dashed line going across means you're just going to let everything ring out together as much as you can. So like with this bar here, or this measure, usually I just say bar because it's a little easier to say than measure. So when you hit that open E, make sure that you already have the 2nd fret of the A string down already. So this way, when you go back and forth between the E string, A string, E string, A string, and so on, you hear both the notes ringing out together. And then when you go up to the next bar here, make sure that you're already holding down the 2nd fret of the D string before you start picking the A string. So this way, when you're going back and forth between these 2 strings, you hear both notes ringing together. So that's basically the idea here. So I'll go through this slow so you can hear and see how it should be done. And away we go. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and playing there. And then eventually we'll get you picking a little bit faster. N2, N3, N4, 1, N2, N3, N4, 1, N2, N3, N4, 1, N2, N3, N4, 1, N2, N3, N4. So the interesting thing about these fifth chords, also known as power chords, they're kind of like they're used in a lot of the chords that you'll probably end up using, like an E minor chord. If you play the first two notes that you play in an E minor chord is an E5 chord, so those two notes are present in an E minor chord. So when you play an A minor chord, well, the first two notes you're playing is the A5 chord up on the screen there. When you play a D minor chord, the first two notes you play are a D5. So there's one other note in each of those chords that make it a full minor chord. But you also have major chords, like E major also has an E5 chord found in that. An A major has an A5 chord found in it. And a D5 chord, or sorry, a D major chord also has a D5 found in it. So they're all over the place. All over the place. So these shapes that you're using here are going to carry over into the more folksy stuff that you're going to be interested in doing. Okay, I think that covers everything there. Yeah, regarding the pick, just make sure that the point of the pick is facing the guitar, and yeah, go ahead and pick over that sound hole there. Okay, now I think that covers everything. But if you have any questions whatsoever before next week, please let me know. Send me an email, or you can give me a call. Of course, email, I can respond to that always easier, because I'm usually doing something and it's hard to answer the phone, as you know. So yeah, just let me know if any complications come up, any questions, if you forget what to do, if the video didn't answer something, or if the video presented more questions for you. Let me know. I'm always here to help and happy to do so. And we'll see you next week.